Yeah, yeah. More la la. Yeah, yeah. Bitch better have my money. Bitch better have my money. Pay me what you want me. Bitch better have my. Bitch better have my. Bitch better have my money. Bitch better have my money. Pay me what you want me. Bitch better have my. Bitch better have my. Bitch better have my money.
Good night, Jimmy. Good night, Jimmy.
I got my mouthpiece in. Going on?
I want my money, Jimmy.
All right, well, that was a good one.
Happy April Fools.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You have Molly to thank.
Yeah, I'll be thanking her later. It seemed like a UFO had landed. I didn't know what was going on.
Well, thanks for not killing us.
I'll see you later, I guess.
Bitch better have my money.
That was very nice. That's not, I will admit, that's not usually how you come to me in my dreams. And then all night, and the rest of the night, I was hearing, bitch better have my money. And now what happened with the bitch? Why does she owe you money? Did you lend it to the bitch? And was there a time period in which it was supposed to be paid back? The bitch was supposed to pay the money back?
Pending. Wait for the
It's pending.
video.
Okay, all right.
All in the video.
I got you. I am Jimmy Kimmel. If you like that, subscribe to our YouTube channel to get all our latest videos before they die and go to YouTube heaven.
Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're working on planting 4 different varieties of daylilies out here in the South Garden. We've got a variety called Storm Shelter. These plants are enormous to start off with. They're gorgeous and beautiful purple color. We might even sneak some of these up into the west side garden. There's Sound of My Heart. Now none of these you can see are in bloom right now. They usually don't start blooming until about midsummer on all of these varieties. I did notice, however, a few of them have some bloom spikes starting, but this one here, the gorgeous peach with the burgundy, and they're real frilly. Then we've got one called King of the Ages. Now this one is a taller variety and it's got huge flowers that are kind of peachy colored with the burgundy margin and burgundy throat. And this last variety, I just have 3 of these that I wintered over behind the greenhouse, so they do need to be groomed up a little bit before we get them in the ground. And I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but Siloam Peony Display. Aren't those gorgeous? Oh my goodness. I have planted these before, but every single time I've planted them, they've needed to be moved. Like I planted them up in the front border before we removed the whole front border, and they ended up at a friend's house. I think I had them in on our side garden as well, and those ended up at a friend's house too. So anyway, I don't have any of these established in the garden, so I'm excited to get some going. It's a fairly blustery day out today. In fact, I'm in 2 layers in June. And it got cold enough last night to wilt our sweet potato vines, which is just nuts. We have 2 more nights at 40 degrees, and then it's gonna heat up a bit. Like during the day, it'll get to 91, and then we're gonna have another cool off for this weekend, and it's supposed to rain again. So even with all this wind that we're getting as well, all the plants are so green and happy. It's just really really nice. But I wanted to talk just a little bit about daylilies before we head out into the garden. I really like to put these in the garden because of their texture. I mean, their blooms are awesome. I don't like all daylily blooms. There's a lot of different colors out there. I like typically like purples and softer colors, softer peach and soft yellows, but you can get like bright reds. There's a new one coming out, something chestnut, that I thought would be interesting to try. It has a very autumnal kind of vibe to it, but there's just so many different colors. But the texture of the leaves, it's almost like an ornamental grass. So you get both. You get the color of the blooms and that ornamental grass look, which I think is a needed break in a lot of different areas. You know, we have a lot of leafy things, so it's nice to have some strap leaf kind of texture mixed in as well. And there's a reason why we see them so much in commercial landscapes. They're just used very widely in that application because of how tough they are. They're low maintenance. You barely have to do anything with them. I mean, many of them, there are some like Going Bananas. There's another one that's similar to that, the Stella d'Oro, that are just repeat bloomers. They'll just keep on blooming. Orange Smoothie does fairly well for us in terms of rebloom. And you don't have to deadhead them. You can go out and clean them up if you want, but they'll just still continue to produce blooms. But typically you can cut them back in the fall if you want to, or you can wait until spring where they'll just rake up. You won't even have to get down there and cut any leaves if you don't want to. They also tolerate different pH. So our high pH, they handle that really well. Lower pH, they can do that too. Now they do perform the best in full sun. So if you can give them 6 to 8 hours plus of sun, they will do the best. But they can also do part shade situations. They may not bloom quite as much, but you'll still get the beautiful look of the plant and some color. Now, all of these varieties, I'm not sure if I already said this, are a zone 3 through 9. So super winter hardy, but they also go up to some more mild warm climates as well. And they do attract pollinators too. I haven't noticed a tremendous amount of hummingbirds around our daylilies. This year I've noticed more hummingbirds than any other year ever. I don't know what this weather is going to do for them, but I have noticed more, so we'll see what happens. But I've noticed a lot of butterflies around ours.
本日付をもって貴殿の四天王付臨時職員としての任を解き5人目の四天王に任命する。さすれば賢者の石を手に入れることも不可能ではない。四天王なのに5人目というのは少々引っかかるが、手伝うよ。こんなことになるとは未来が見えつつあると感じた矢先であったのに。緊急事態だ。我とシティーナ、それにオニキスの魔力によって何とか一時的に安定はさせたが、あの様子では7日と持たないでしょう。大軍を連れてこられるほどの冷血を開けるのはいつになるか。何百年、いや何千年後。まず一つ目は